It should be live now, I'll just get the link for it.
Yup. Just make sure my audio is working. Still having issues on that end for some stupid reason. Is what it is. It's dry now.
This session is definitely dry.
Michael Schumacher won the Belgian Grand Prix 6 times between 1992 and 2002, making him the most successful driver at Spa.
Did you hear that then? You can hear the stadium announcers, the track announcers on the...
You've never heard that before?
No? I've just heard him say something about Michael Schumacher winning 6 times between whatever years.
What time to be live? They're all coming out fairly quick. I wonder, is there rain? Yeah, it's sunny anyway, so maybe not. Oh, short quality. Yeah.
Spa has been notably absent from the F1 calendar on a number of occasions throughout the years. In 2006,
Links in.
after event organisers went bankrupt before circuit improvements could be completed.
Hound said rain in the sprint. Right, evening all, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight is round 2. I'm just trying to find the first car on track here. Here at Spa. It's Jackie. Comms tonight, it's myself, Clemo, and North Fandango.
Hello there. I'm apologising now because my dogs are going to kick off. I just have to go up and shut them up. Back in with you.
Curly's saying we're not going to see the rain. So, obviously, it must be late on in the sprint, which means if there's any safety cars, we might see a bit of it, but should be clear if there's no issues. Evening, Dave. Evening, also.
So, rain or no rain?
It's saying rain in the sprint. Curly's saying we're not going to see it, so I'm wondering whether it's coming like at the end of the session.
Yeah, possibly. Just want to point out there, we got a new driver in tonight. Cavalis is how I'm going to pronounce it. So I'll be interested to see how he gets on. What are we thinking, Clay?
Long lap, tricky track. Always one of my favourites. I think it's going to be an interesting race. Obviously, Friday was drama-filled, let's say.
Yeah.
Tier 3, you know, never failed to give us a show anyway, but it's one of them where you've got to fully commit to the lap. One little mistake can cost you, with it being such a long lap.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree there 100%. Just on with Captain Hindsight, who's invalidated anyway when he's probably close to the car ahead. It's obviously short quality. With the sprint weekend, so the track will be quite congested. But as you said, it's a long lap, it's a long track, it's wide. So I know it's 20 drivers, but I don't know how you got on Friday night, but I didn't have any issues anyway. So
no issues in terms of quali. A couple of little things in sprint and feature race, which cost me a number of positions, but nothing major, nothing bad. Just little bits of wheel banging here and there.
Yeah, okay. So Saki has left the session. I'll get him an invite. Apparently my mic is low, so give me a second there, but
no problem. Just on board with Jackie now as he's coming through Blanchemont on the run up to the bus stop. This will be the first completed lap. Across the line, 1:43 flat. And Chris, 44 flat, so second currently separating them two. Lutman, 46.1. Hound, 43.4. And I think that's Jackie in low fuel mode now.
should be grand. I think my mic is up there now.
How did you find the track for fuel?
I'm just a master of fuel anyway, to be honest. I don't really use a lot. I'm too cautious on throttle. It was fine for me. I started a half lap over. Obviously, we had a couple of safety cars and things, but I wasn't really losing any. I was using kind of a lap per lap, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I just found in quali, some tracks, you know, you can run standard on your out lap, still have enough to run standard on your hot lap, and then get back into the pits as well before hitting low fuel mode. Whereas here, pretty much same thing that happened to Jackie then. As soon as I crossed the line, as I got to Eau Rouge on my in lap, I was in low fuel mode.
Yeah.
Oh, Curly's saying, looking at track temps, we could see rain. So, track temps must be dropping. Full send Dave on a lap at the moment, just coming up to McLaren that's was off track and then just jumped back over at curb.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know in Tier 1 Friday night we had rain towards the end of Q1. I think all at Tier 1 were very impressed with me doing 2 or 3 laps on the inters while everybody had retired from the session. But I hadn't done any wet practice or not even a wet lap on the game. So yeah, so you might see something like that here.
Yeah, we our quali and sprint were dry. We got rain the last, 4 laps. We had a safety car late on. I was on the hard tyres. Teammate ahead of me was still on mediums that he'd started the race on. Decided to pit for inters, which moved me up into 3rd place. The track was still dry at the time, and then I decided to take that gamble as well myself, put the inters on. I managed to get back up to 8th position, but it was couple of lads decided to stay out on the slicks with it only being a few laps left, and they were sitting ducks at the end, to be honest.
I'd be surprised if it does rain, Clay. I know even when I came out of the pits in Q1 the track was greasy. This track here looks okay, as Ashik is absolutely lording that at the minute. I have no idea what time pole will be, but judging off Tier 1 and 2, I think it was in and around a 41.5 for Tier 1, maybe a 41.4 and a 44.8 for Tier 2. So that's not a million miles off the pole time. I'd say that's a cracking lap from Ashik.
What time were it in Tier 2?
In a 44.8, I believe, set by JJ Trim.
44, well, that seems slow.
Fuck off. 41.8. You fucking prick.
I just opened the Discord then to try and find the quali standings. I'm looking at it thinking that's slow, that.
And I'm like, how many times do I have to say this? Oh, classic gag.
I'm looking going, Jesus, the top 9 here are quicker than us. Oh, Curly has retired. Is that a crash? I think it is. Out of turn 1.
Out of the session, I believe.
Yeah, he's crashed out of exit of turn 1 there. Out of La Source. Not sure whether it's coming out of the pit lane or whether it is he's lost it through La Source.
Yeah, unfortunate for Curly. So, yeah, more or less going to be starting at the back, if not close to it. Very unfortunate. It happened to me again a couple of weeks back in Hungary. Just lost in quality. It's always frustrating when that happens.
We've got an Alpha Tauri there that I think's had an incident on back straight. Or is he just trying to stay out of the way? Yeah, it's Scotty just trying to stay out of the way.
It'd be interesting to see, actually, Clay, if there is rain for the sprint. Did guys set up for the sprint or the race? It's a track where you can overtake, and there's lots of opportunities to overtake. So I'd be setting up for the feature if it was me personally.
Yeah, definitely. More points available there. That's where you're going to make the biggest impact. Yeah, Kane Lowry up there in 3rd as well, 43.1. As Curly says, it was the exit of the pit lane
Was he coming out of the pits or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's killer. Although you will see the pit lane exit line when you're taking control of the car again. You nearly want to be edging your car slightly right.
Yeah, as soon as you take the limiter off, as soon as you get control, you're pretty much... Oh, Wabs had a big moment there.
I was on with Webb, who looked pretty cool, but did have a bit of an
Oh,
issue. Now he's
no, he's
spinning.
faced it wrong way.
And this is a difficult one, Clay, because it's short quali. Do you know what I mean? Like, normally at this stage, you'd be looking at just trying to get into the top 15, whereas this will set the grid for the sprint race. So that has hampered his quali, definitely. Now he has time to get back in, obviously, but I don't want to see him getting 2 laps in. Maybe, but I doubt it.
Yeah, that's the issue here with it being such a long lap. You know, your out lap and your in lap are so long. But like me personally, if I were Wab there, I'd be jumping straight into the pits, abandoning these set of tyres and just popping a fresh set on. But he's not. He's staying out. He is going again. The advantage on this game of the new tyres is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, I think you nearly want to be nailing it on like I don't think a used set of softs is going to get you anywhere close to what you did on a fresh set.
No, definitely not. And that's it. Just doing the 1 lap on them and then trying to go again.
Yeah, that's the thing. Obviously, yeah, work with it.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's not something I'd attempt. I'd have just abandoned that set of tyres then, just pulled back in and put a fresh set straight on.
That's the thing, like maybe, as I said, if you had the pace and it was Q1, you know, maybe, but not in short quality, like, unless, yeah, I don't know, can he get around this lap, get back in and get back out?
Yeah, he should be able to with 6 minutes left.
Yeah, which was probably the thought process as opposed to 1 run, but I still think them tyres will be cooked.
Yeah, that's it, especially with the spin as well, you know, you're not going to set a lap time anywhere near where you should be.
Yeah,
you know, he's used the best of them.
If he gets a somewhat decent banker and he can give it everything for the last run, maybe. Hard to know what the thought process is. It's hard as well. You're always second guessing yourself to have time to get back around. Oh no! Nearly loses it again. Exact same place.
Yeah, he's definitely struggling through Stavro.
Who? Wow.
Teabag 42-3 in the dry. World's gone mad.
Wab's rear is stepping out all over the place. He's having an awful time, and that's yeah, 45.7 for Wab, only P17. Says, well, you know what, Dave? If he was only going to get 1 run in anyway, he's probably better off just doing it. Obviously, if he didn't crash out or whatever, but.
Yeah, I still think though he's had 2 attempts at just pulling in pits, popping a fresh shot on. I'd have took the first attempt, let alone the second. On with Captain Hindsight now, who's on his second run. He's just coming to end of Sector 2 now. And he is 9 tenths under his time at Sector 2. So, fairly big improvement there for Hindsight. Oh, it's nice and tidy through Blanchimont. Now, through the bus stop as Saki has crashed. Saki's out.
He is out.
Hindsight up to 11th. Yeah, it was the chicane after Pouillon. I'm not too sure how he's crashed. He was on the outside of the track, unless he's tried taking curb on the entrance and spun the other way. I don't know.
Possibly,
a bit strange. Has nerfed slightly over his time, less than a tenth over at Sector 1. Although saying that, he's got no ERS left here, so. And his fuel lights flashing fairly fast. That Chip Hazard just jumped up to P14, a 144.9.
Ooh, is Jackie gone?
Jackie has gone.
Yeah, he's crashed on the left-hand side, Sector 2 into whatever corner you said the last time.
Stavro.
Yeah, if you get on the power there on the right-hand side and catch that curb, goes me out to left. He still has a decent time anyway, but still
into
not
the
ideal.
pits.
And Scotty improves again at 42.5 now for Scotty.
Yes, I think Jackie might come under pressure by one, maybe two others. I don't think he'll be starting any further down than 6, if I'm honest. It just depends now. A lot of the lads still in the pits. As we're seeing a Ferrari come out now. Is that Dave? Yeah, Dave's on his way out. A Williams as well. That'll be T-Bag coming out for his final run. Oh, actually, T-Bag's... Has he just gone in? Yeah, T-Bag's just gone in, sorry.
Yeah, Dave moving the wheel as well, so he's 5 seconds off the pace at the moment, so he's just going to take a while to get used to that as well. But once he does it, I'd expect to see him back where he was.
Yeah,
flags
definitely.
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's people in low fuel mode. This is what I was saying about the quali runs. You don't have enough fuel to get you back round if you've got it in standard all the way. Just on board with Ashik, he's just less than a 10th over his time at the moment at sector 1, so not improving. And you're right,
he's backed over that lap as well. Does he think there's someone behind him, or... Yeah, he does, and there is.
Hound on a lap at the moment. He's just coming up to Stavro now, end of sector 2.
Well, to be honest, I'm watching his
Purple
lead
sector 2.
It's the same as Webb. They're taking a lot of curb on the right hand side. I wasn't really touching that curb, to be completely honest. It throws you off to the left, and track limits on the left hand side there are fairly severe.
Hindsight has retired in the pits. Yeah, a lot of that depends on ride height and stuff in your setup as well. If you have got the ride height at the right height, you can you can take a lot of curb, and it is a faster way around the track. But Hound, brilliant lap time there, 42.9, puts him above Jackie now into P4. A lot of lads out on out laps at the moment. Venom's just starting a hot lap. I think Dave's ahead of him actually on track. Is he on a lap? Oh no, Dave's only just started his. We'll stick on with Venom. Just 20 odd seconds as well, so this will be the final runs. Got T-Bag on and out lap, coming up to bus stop now. Will he make it across the line in time? 5 seconds. He does. 3 seconds to go, he crosses the line. But this is it now, final runs. This will be the decider for the sprint race.
Yeah, just trying to have a look around. Venom is up on his time. He's probably the next one to cross the line. Actually, he's not. There is a Ferrari. Is that Chip? Nope.
Chip. I think Chip was already out.
Yeah, Venom.
I don't know what's happened. I think there's been some impeding of laps going on further back. There's a lot of cars now going very slow in the same section of the track. Venom does improve, goes up to P9. But I know Dave was on a lap. Yeah, Dave's now off track. He's invalidated. It looked like Hound had got in the way of one car as well. That car's now going slow as well. So it's the Red Bull, I think.
Oh, there's a Ferrari impeding.
Ashik 42.2.
That's a cracking time. It looked like Chris just got impeded by Dave there, to be honest.
Kane Lowry 42.7 puts himself up to P4.
And Chris does improve as well, so it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, not too sure what was going on actually. I think it was Nerf's car had already taken the line, but was just sort of slowly moving round.
Yeah, possibly.
And then I think Hound had sort of caught that car as well, tried getting out of the way, and I think that just sort of hampered someone who was coming up from behind.
quali play. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's a short quali, so we're not losing anyone. I think Jack will be disappointed. It's kind of as you were, really, towards the top end. Bit of a mixture as we head down through the grid, but Ashik is looking nice and quick up there. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Obviously, like a sprint race, yeah, there is points, but there's a lot more points for the feature. So you want to keep your nose clean during the sprint. You don't want to be getting caught up in silly stuff.
Well, that's it. The sprint is, you know,
That's it.
deciding your starting position for the feature. That's more important.
Championship class, the four consecutive wins here at Spa between 1962 and 1965 have been since matched by only one other driver, Ed Senna. Spa Francorchamps also hosts the Spa 24 hours and 1,000 kilometer Spa races. Outside of the race,
As we're just waiting for the lads making final setup changes, picking the strategy for the sprint.
Spa demands extreme concentration and skill from all drivers. Keep a close eye on the action around the
I was going to go to the toilet as well, but the old the formation app being off can catch you.
I forgot about that. I was in the kitchen making a drink and decided to run back in because I've not scrolled through the quali positions.
They're picking their strategies now. Fuel, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Obviously, you want to keep it. It's a difficult turn one. It's you know, short run turn one. As yeah, I'll leave you at it.
Here we go, that's 5 whites. And away we go. Looks like a good start from both the Williams drivers at the front. It looks like Scotty might be up the inside of Teabag there as well. No. Teabag did end up off track a little bit. We've got the McLaren Hound. He's managed to get Kane Lowry as well. Looks like a good start so far.
It does, to be fair. Cracking trucks that are turn one anyway, at the very least.
Whitman and Jackie fighting. Ashik's now behind Teabag and under a lot of pressure from Scotty. I missed that, if I'm honest. I think Teabag must have got him at the end of the Camel Straight.
Yeah, it's hard to know as well. Team tactics, you don't know. You just don't know.
Curly going for the soft tyre.
Yeah, that's going to be hurting towards the end anyway, that's for sure.
Scotty looking quick. Jackie and Cavalis fighting.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, I was just going to say 2 wide there. Not really advisable, but they get it done, to be fair to them.
Yeah, matey, close to having a bit of an incident on that curb. I know I beached myself on that on Friday night. Venom's dropping down the order, so I think Venom's had a moment there. Not sure if he got caught out with this battle. I think they were 3 wide at some point. Hindsight and Matey Boy making contact there through the bus stop. Also all over the back of Captain Hindsight now. I thought Chip was having a look at the inside of Osso into turn 1, but he didn't. Just taking a different line, a much tighter line, which has cost him on the exit as Wab's now all over the back of him. Yeah, Chip and Wab there swapping positions. Chip managing to take it back in the braking zone, the end of the Kemmel straight into Lacombe. A lot of close battles here on track. We should see DRS after this lap.
For fuck's sake, I'm talking away to myself for the last 10 minutes.
I wonder why you've gone quiet.
God! Yeah, quality racing so far. Looking around the field, turn 1 navigated very nicely. Yeah, super stuff so far.
Ashik now all over the back of Teabag. He's practically pushing him down that straight there.
DRS will be enabled now this lap as well, which makes a huge difference around here.
There we go, Ashik fastest lap. DRS enabled, so... Oh, Teabag's letting through. Is that just letting his teammate through, or is he being clever trying to pick up DRS off him?
Not sure. They could be playing the team game. Like the quali pace was pretty similar anyway. So will they go at it, or will the Teabag does take that position back? So not sure if it's clever driving. It might be clever for Teabag, but I'm not sure if it's clever for the team. Scotty showing a lot of pace behind him. Who's the top three are kind of pulling away now a bit. I was on my home there. He had a bit of an issue over the bus stop. So he's dropped out of DRS now as well. But yeah, it is pretty tight around the field. That is a yellow flag.
I was just about to say Saki and Dave were fighting at the end of the Kemmel straight into Lacombe, and then Saki's in the wall. I'm not sure if the was were coming together, but they were swapping positions as Saki then DNF'd. Now, this should help Curly, obviously, extend the life on them softs a bit more, and bunch the field back up. It is a full safety car.
It should help him, but how much, I don't know. I'd imagine them softs are in and around kind of 17, 18% at this stage, maybe more. You know what, whatever chance he had, it has certainly helped. But if it's enough, only time will tell. Obviously, it's going to squeeze the pack back up again. There was a bit of a spread, but not as much as I was expecting. Still plenty of DRS going around.
Yeah, definitely, considering how long of a track it is as well. Just having a look at the position changes. We've got Otto up 5, Curly up 4. Jackie into the pits, also into the pits.
They must have wing damage. If they're just going for softs, though, it's insanity.
Yeah, track position is definitely more important, as Jackie's put in that mediums. What, like mediums? Osso's gone soft. Osso's had a wing change, so I can understand. But I didn't see any damage with Jackie, unless they've just not repaired it.
No, I didn't. He just maybe you know, Venom was at the back anyway. It's a no-brainer for Venom. Whether the softs will last, I don't know. But does that take his set of softs from the feature race, I wonder?
From previous experience, putting another set of mediums on takes your mediums away. I know I have screwed myself a couple of times doing that.
Yeah, be interesting to see.
You won't have a new set of mediums to put on. Which I think, if I remember rightly, stops you using the mediums to start the race.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was looking at this last night. You get 2 sets of mediums and a set of hards. So yeah, he could be having a major issue now with that. 4 or 5 laps on him. That severely compromised his race, because I don't know how anyone else feels, but for me, the tyres at the end of both stints were gone, like gone. So if that is the case, he's going to need a couple of safety cars for something to happen for him, unless he can wing it. Excuse the pun. And again, it didn't change his wings. So either he didn't have it on, it didn't change it. It was damaged and it didn't change. Like, there would have been no sense to going on a fresh set of mediums where he was. And that is the other thing. Did they actually change the tyres? I know sometimes on this game you can select for them not to be changed, and they still come and do the motion, but they don't throw on new tyres, and that's what happens. So I'm not sure.
Well, if that's the case, then the whole pit stop was completely pointless. He's gone in, not had any wing change, and got the same tyres on. He's just, sacrificed a lot of track position. Oh, I thought Teabag were coming into pits then as well.
Back in a second there before this starts.
Yeah, I'd expect safety car to be in this lap. Field is now fully bunched up behind it. Yeah, quick check of tyres now. So your bottom three, Jackie, Osso, Venom, only ones to stop. Osso, Venom going for the soft tyres while Jackie's popped a fresh set of mediums on. I know obviously Osso had wing damage, but you've sacrificed a lot of track position there, which will make up your starting position for the feature race. So whether it's worth it or not, we'll see. Well, looks like we're going to get 3 laps of racing.
How do you find warming your tyres under safety car?
If I'm honest, I haven't had an issue with it. My main issue was expecting the safety car to stay out longer, and then you get the late message when I've decided to stop warming tyres. But no, I've genuinely not had an issue with warming tyres under a safety car at all.
Yeah, I found it hard to fire up, and again it comes down to that. You're trying to judge when it's coming in. Like, if there's 2 laps, you don't want to be adding to tyre wear, warming tyres for no reason. So
that's exactly it. I don't warm tyres until I'm pretty sure it's going to be coming in. But we have seen a few late calls for it coming in, which has caught me massively off guard.
And it does affect the handling in the age. I find the fronts are a bit tougher. You can spin the rears a bit, but
there you go, safety car in this lap.
Safety car in, brain off.
I think that's the only reason Osso's put softs on, to be honest. He wants me to say softs on, brains off.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting there, Clay, to see what the Williams guys were doing. As I have figured out, a couple of drivers doing a little hack under the safety car. So yeah, nabbed. Not going to mention it. I'll talk to you about it after.
No problem. I'm sat here with my confused face at the moment.
Yeah, it's yeah. It's knowledge. As we are gone, are we? Yeah.
Yeah, T-Bag's got us underway. Looks like a clean start. Ashik wasn't caught sleeping. He is with him. It looks like they've caught Hound off guard though. 1.5 seconds to Scotty already though. See if Ashik can make a move here at the end of the Camel Straight. Whether Scotty's going to challenge him as well. Both just relying on Slipstream. DRS not activated yet.
That's the Slipstream is OP on now.
Yeah, Ashik had his overtake on, but he's not pulled alongside. He just tucks back in behind T-Bag. Looks like Jackie is making a move on Dave.
Yeah,
end of the Camel Straight. Yeah, gets him in the braking zone.
Funny actually, for a restart, there's quite a bit of a spread there, to be honest.
Yeah, I think a few people got caught napping. Maybe
definitely.
maybe they've got too close to the car ahead as they've gone, and then they've backed out and then had to go, sort of thing. Stevie picks up the first track limit penalty.
Yeah, I was going to mention that earlier. It is one of the worst tracks for track limits. Absolutely, so many places where you can just roll off.
Oh, it looks like Scotty's lost time here as well. He's out of DRS range as Ashik's making a move. Oh, trying to go around the outside into the bus stop. Bit of a contact, and again, he's just hitting his teammate there. Now Scotty and Ashik have made contact. That driving looks a bit stupid, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that was always going to happen. How many?
And this is now brought Hound back into it. Kane Lowry's back in the mix now, just on the back of these three. Trying to go too wide through Eau Rouge. Contact between Ashik and Scotty. Scotty and Ashik are both DNF. And Hound's DNF'd. I think he's been caught out by that as well.
That was ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, it is what it is. Is that a full safety car? It is not.
No, it's too late now. There's only 2 laps left, but T-Bag's got a nice gap now behind him.
Ooh, North is in for the Inters. Is he seeing something that we're not? Looks a bit dry, if I'm honest, for Inters.
Yeah, you're only talking a lap and a half left. It's not going to be wet enough for him to make a difference, to be honest. Yeah, sort of ruined what was a good sprint race, to be honest.
Yeah, Scotty on the inside after making contact with T-Bag into turn 1. Actually getting a run on him. Catches the curb, goes straight across the track.
Trying to go too wide through Eau Rouge, do you know what I mean? It's
insane, yeah.
It's just thick. I know I had a little incident there myself. I expected the other driver to back out. They expected me to back out. We spoke about it afterwards. There was only minor contact. I think it has just started raining as well.
It has.
But the RS enables, yeah.
Yeah.
Kane Lowry is actually catching T-Bag as well. He will have DRS now down the Kemmel Straight.
Yeah, it's just not really enough. Was it worth a gamble from North? Maybe not. But again, it's easy for us to say it here looking at it. T-Bag having a bit of a wobble there as well. Kane Lowry's just too far back at the moment. Don't see him getting close enough to make a move. He won't. His last chance will be the bus stop again with that massive slipstream. I noticed that myself, Clay, the slipstream on the back straight, or the back, whatever you call it, is insane.
Yeah, it is. I know I got sucked into making a move on the last lap in the feature. Game full ahead of me on slick tyres while I was on the Inters. Got a good run on him, but at the braking zone I pressed the brakes and they just did nothing. I just went straight on. As Kane has dropped back now. We've lost about half a second since the Kemmel Straight.
Yeah, North is actually losing time. It's just not wet enough. It's DRS is still enabled on track as well, so...
Yeah, there weren't enough laps left. I understand, you've just seen a massive crash. Maybe a safety car will come out. He's probably made that decision to just jump in the pits, put the Inters on, before realising there weren't enough laps left. Oh, Cavalis and Chris close to coming together there. Cavalis went up the inside, looked like he just sort of squoze Chris a bit. Chris was off the track through Blanchemont. As T-Bag's crossed the line, Kane's followed him now, P2, Luckman P3, Cavalis on his debut, P4 in the sprint.
Yeah, I think Curley got away with murder there, to be honest. He done alright as well, to be fair to him.
Yeah, up to P11 from, where did he start, P20? But yeah, Hound, Scotty, Ashik, showing good pace in quali, good pace in the sprint, and now going to be starting near the back, so Going to be an interesting one. And there we go, it's starting to look wetter now. As Venom's car's just repeatedly driving into Curly.
Payback.
Yeah, confirmation there. Teabag taking P1. 8 points. Will be starting the feature from P1 as well. Kane Lowry. I mean, good for Lutman and Cavalis there. 8th and 11th and up to 3rd and 4th. Wab from 15th up to 8th as well. So they'll have a better run in for the feature. But I'll be interested to see what the faster lads who are further down the back now, what they'll do in the feature.
Yeah.
What they do strategy-wise as well. Do they put the hards on and just expect to go long in the first stint? Or do they expect a safety car, maybe throw the softs on, try and get as many moves done as they can early?
That's it. For me, it depends on your pace. You know, if you're in the top 4 or 5, you know, in terms of pace, maybe the hards. But for me, unless you're up there in pace, the hards is just a non-runner. You'll just go backwards. In the initial laps, you might get a bit better, you might get a bit quicker. It never works for me, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I've never had the pace on them myself, and obviously I remember the last game, all the one stops. A safety car would always come out and ruin your hard strategy.
I'll take this opportunity to go for a wee. Oh Jesus, that was my bad.
It's still saying waiting for players, but the lights are on. And away we go. Not too sure what's going on. It's saying Scotty's up in P1. Yeah, leaderboard's definitely glitched at the moment. Teabag is leading. I'll just have a tyre check as well. Teabag on the mediums, Kane on the softs. Kane is getting the move done on the Kemmel Straight. Cavalis.
We're 5 wide here at part of the Kemmel Straight as well.
There we go, the leaderboard's just sorted itself out now. Scotty has dropped down back to 14th. And we've got a VSC.
Yeah, I think Captain Hindsight just ran a bit wide.
Stevie's missing an end plate. Who's the McLaren? Mercedes there, is that Curly with no front wing? Yeah, Curly's got no front wing. How do you find the deltas on this game under these?
Awful.
I think Curly's just slowed down, let everyone past, and now everyone's slamming on because they're getting illegal overtakes.
Yeah, that's not good at all. Well, he's probably, you know, the intentions are probably good. He doesn't want to be in the way or anything, but you know, it's a VSC. They can't overtake on the VSC.
Yeah, it could. To be honest, it could have been his delta as well. He might have slammed on for his delta, and the lads have just gone round. I'm not too sure. But yeah, them. Oh, Stevie off track. So Stevie's had a moment under the VSC there at Stavro.
I'm surprised to see so many soft runners, to be honest, Clay.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
what have we got on the hards? Jackie and also on the hards. If I'm honest, I expected maybe Ashik and Scotty to go hards as well. As Scotty's... Oh, we are back racing. I was going to say Scotty's just overtook Nerf under the VSC, but we are back racing. Curly there picking up 5 seconds, speeding in the pit lane. Which is difficult when you've got no front wing. You know, you notice it massively. As Wab makes it past Chris at the start of the Kemmel Straight. Lutman and Cavalis side by side there. Cavallis holding that position, brilliant driving though. Mate is now having a look at Luckman as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Stevie is in the pits there. Stevie and Curly are back out on hards. Quite a spread actually. I was on leader. That's fine. Leaderboard is glitching anyway as well, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Scotty and Nerf, it's saying, are a minute 52, a minute 50 ahead and a minute 51 behind. So, yeah. Field is quite spread, as you said, and then we've got Saki and Ashik like 8 seconds off the pack of the leading group. And then obviously Curly and Steve is spread at further back as well.
Yeah, I'm just looking there, Clay. Teabag is really pushing to stay within the DRS of Kane Lowry. Kane Lowry's quick, he's consistent, he's on the sauce, he's on the faster player, you'd think. Teabag.
Oh, does someone go straight on then? I think that might have been Chris. Sorry, going straight on at the bus stop. Chips managed to get him there. DRS should be enabled this time round as well.
It'll be interesting to see how these softs play out. I'm not sure. They'll die towards the end of the stint. I'm pretty sure on that. But you know, Teabag all one back in now and he takes him because he's running 0-0 minus 0 wins.
Yeah, DRS is massive, but we got 4 cars very close. Not sure if there were a bit of contact there with Luckman. He looked like he had a bit of a wobble on through the corner. Matey boy's trying to have a look at the inside of him again.
It's been pretty good racing so far, Clay. I must admit, a couple of things here and there, but it's quality to watch at a minute. The top 3 or the top 2 are breaking away here big time, and there's a massive DRS train over behind Cavallis.
Yeah, the 3 directly behind Cavallis have been fighting fairly hard. Oh, as Luckman looked like he went deep. They're almost 4 wide through corners. You know, you don't want to be too wide through.
Saki has left the session. Whoa! Chip Hazard nearly binning it there. How he held on to that, I have no idea. But he has held as Jackie looks to turn in early. There is a collision there and no ghosting. And that is fucking madness behind. This no ghosting on this game is killer.
It is, but you know it's there. Do you know what I mean? Avoid cars.
Absolutely,
Don't try and just carry on driving through a car. Like it's again just thick. If a car's spun in front of you and you've hit it, go around it. Don't carry on driving.
Yeah, I tend to agree. This has Teabag and Kane Lowry having a right go at it here as well. And we know these are 2 guys that like racing each other wheel to wheel as well, so if they can stick around each other, it could be a good old spectacle to be watching.
Yeah, definitely. Both giving each other a lot of respect as well. Differing in strategies as well, which is...
That's what I was thinking. We know Kane Lowry is so good on his tyres. Like, he might as well be running mediums right now.
Yeah, I'm going to say he'll run his softs as long as mediums.
Teabag goes a bit deep. Yeah, it's...
Is he going to try and get up the inside? No, he doesn't. He just pulls in behind. Oh, that's it now. Focusing on a good exit with the softer tyres. Like you said, the slipstream down this back straight. Hound picks up a 3-second penalty. Kane was looking at going up the inside into the bus stop and then decided not to.
If I'm honest, I think there's a bit of DRS games going on here as well.
Yeah, that's it. That run down the Kemmel Straight is massive with a slipstream and DRS. You know, you don't want to overtake someone and then give them that straight away.
It is for sure. And you know what? This battle has brought Cavalis into it. He's now winning DRS to Kane Lowry. And he's slightly out again, but he's not a million miles away from it. But he was 2.5 seconds off the pace of the leaders 2 laps ago, if even 2 laps.
As Kane has got him. Lutman with a 3-second penalty there as well. Wab looking to get a move done on Matey Boy. In the braking zone, side by side, gets it done.
Yeah, mega. Great racing there from both of them.
Yeah, just a shame Wab couldn't do it last season when he were in a Williams, but, you know.
Yeah.
No grudges held, you know.
Shit, Wab.
Fucking scumbag. Nerf and Hindsight were having a battle there as well. Down that Camel Straight and through Lacombe, but looks like he's just pulled in now behind him. Hounds all over the back of Chip, trying to go around the outside through the chicane. I'm not sure if he pushed him wide or whether Chip just left him space there.
I was on with that. That's just
an
example of both drivers leaving each other enough room. Quality.
Yeah, like I said, when the camera flicked angle, I didn't really see. I just saw Chip out wide. Didn't know whether he left him space or what. Scotty's now made it past Osso. I didn't really see anyone pit after, you know, Jackie was spun and everyone kept ploughing into him.
Oh, as Ashley tags the rear of Dave into the bus stop. We've seen that so many times. He's definitely got wing damage off of that. He hasn't. He's kept going.
Yeah. Hindsight with a 3-second penalty. Just on board with Teabag now. He's rinsed a lot of his ERS. And he is only staying, you know, within 3/4 of a second. Again, weren't able to challenge him there with DRS as well.
Yeah, I think Wab is probably looking at Cavalis. Obviously, look, new driver making his debut, so you're going to allow that extra bit of...
Oh!
Wab's gone off! Oh, Wab.
There he is. That's the Wab we had last season.
Oh, that's killer. P3 down to P8. I know it well. It happened to me at Hungary. Just lost the rear. Do you know what? He did well there, not to end up in the barrier, so...
Yeah, definitely. Didn't panic when the car snapped. Instead of trying to snap it back, he just held it. Very good there from Wab. Teabag now out of DRS as well. So now this will come down to strategy between that top two. And if I'm honest, you can't write Cavalis out of that. 2.3 seconds, you can make that back on an undercut.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm interested to see how these softs play out. I did see it as well in Tier 1 Friday night. Good couple of guys starting on the softs. It wasn't an option for me, and I'm good on tyres, so I don't know. If this was me, lap 7, they'd be hurting a lot.
If I'm honest, I think the lads had probably been expecting a few more safety cars and stuff.
Yeah, quite possibly. You know what? It's a track that provides good racing. There's plenty of overtaking opportunities. As Captain Hindsight is going to look at Chris here, should take him quite easy on the Kendall Straight. And Wab is going to have a look at Chris as well. No, that's all good driving. Chris goes with D, Wab going back at him. Yeah. But yeah, it is a track that it's good for overtaking. It's an exciting track to race on. But do you know what? It's a pretty high-speed track in places as well. There's just so many places where a mistake ends up in the wall, and next thing the safety car's out, strategy's out the window, or it plays into your hands. So that's definitely a factor.
Yeah, that's it. And like you mentioned earlier about the curbs as well, a lot of people like to take a lot of curbs through the chicanes here, which can really unsettle the car if it's not set up right.
Yeah, Teabag that is a Williams, I believe, and that is Ashik is around at the end of the Kendall Straight. Not sure if he had an issue with another driver or what.
Taking too much curve through the chicane.
Yeah, and he did pit for hards as well, so could possibly be cold tires as well.
Yeah, fresh hards.
This game is some curbs you can take, and some it's the same as the last game. It's like a variety for me.
Yeah, how making it past Nerf as well. Nerf now diving into the pit. Scotty as well, so they're going for an undercut, which we know on this game the undercut is massively powerful. What's Nerf got on there? Look, they put more softs on.
Oh, he's gone for a two-stopper. What's Scotty doing?
Mediums.
There's absolutely no way the mediums are doing 14 laps. Not a chance. Well, I might do them, but it'll be slower. He'll end up in the wall. That's, I think. Time for the beer. Back in a sec.
Chris now dropping off hindsight a little bit. Wab still trying to put the pressure on. But we're getting some first spread now through the field as guys are making their first stops. I'd expect to see a couple of soft runners come in now this lap. Hindsight picks up at, is that another 3 seconds? Yeah, it is a second 3 second penalty. Hound up 8 places at the moment. Good drive from him. Wab, unfortunately, you know, he was up in P4 looking at challenging P3, but had a big moment. Dropped back down the order. Lutman into the pits on the mediums. So he's going for an undercut from the medium tyre. So he must be going hard. And it is the hard tyre that is put on. Chip's in. What's Chip gone for? Chip's gone for the medium. Scotty makes it past Nerf now. End of the Camel straight. Wab still following Chris round. Can't get close enough to make a move. But that's it. Of the lads who started on softs, there's only 3 of them left on them at the moment. Kane, Matey and Wab. Scotty's made it past Dave now as well as Chris is out. Chris is out.
Chris is out.
It's a full safety car. This is going to play into the hands of these soft runners. I feel sorry for the lads who've just pitted. The lads who've just pitted now, a safety car coming out's ruined their undercuts.
His car is gone. Looks like he lost it on the left-hand side of the track there again. It is Chris though, so I'm sure we'll hear about it.
Yeah, I was on board with Wab. Chris just looked like he took a bit of curb and lost it in front of him. As your front 3, front 4, all into the pits. Wab's in. Yeah, top 6.
You'd be mad not to pit for Harris Road, 12 laps left. And that is lap 10 is the pit window for softs and hards anyway, so. Yeah, unfortunate for Chris there. Not sure exactly what happened. Was he? I didn't even know where he was on track.
Just coming up to the end of sector 2. I think it was just before the chicane. I think it was where Saki lost it in quali. So Hound. So Scotty's undercut has worked on Hound.
Yeah, everybody's in now. Asso is unfortunately the sitting duck here at the minute. Everybody else should get to the end now as Curly is back into the pits. Interesting to see what tires he puts on. He's going for a set of mediums as he serves his time penalty. Are they fresh mediums or
No,
used
one lap.
mediums?
One lap.
Yeah, so yeah, he'll get. I think everyone know we'll get to the end.
No,
With the exception of
Nerf one.
Asso.
Nerf's on the softs.
Yeah.
And Stevie's got 8 laps on his halves as well, so I think Stevie will be struggling.
Yeah. I didn't see Stevie.
But it'll be interesting to see what happens at the front now. Kane on the faster tyre. We know he's good on his tyres.
He's just going to take off into the distance and he'll be gone. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. There is no two ways about it. You might see T-Bag battling with him, you know, for a couple of laps. He really needs to keep in the DRS if he can, with the fresh tyres, the fresh mediums. Can he stay within a second within 2 laps? It's difficult. It is definitely difficult.
Puts Matey in a very good position as well for challenging for the podium, you know, potentially the win as well. Safety car bringing them all together. And brings Wab back in it. Osso's into the pit. He must have been listening.
Yeah, it's just a lap too late. He's going to fall all the way to the back, but he's going to be there anyway, so hard to know.
Yeah, popping a fresh set of mediums on. My big question is, has Osso got enough fuel?
Absolutely. Osso will never again run out of fuel. There's no question. It happens so many times, it would be just... Ooh, is that sky getting dark?
It looks darker.
It's definitely darker, and the track is looking greasy. It's definitely overcast, very overcast. Will it rain? I'm not sure. Oh my God almighty.
I'm pretty sure I've just read a comment saying, "Come on, Venom," and then Venom gets a 5-second penalty for hitting someone under a safety car.
Yeah, there was something happened on the Kemmel Straight.
Curse of the viewer.
Yeah, Dave, Venom, Ashik were involved in that. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but not great.
I think it's time for a glass of wine.
Just drink from the bottle, you'll be grand. It's time for a glass of wine. Look how far you've come.
We don't do them little glasses you get in restaurants either.
Pint glass to be grand.
I've just fit half a glass into it. Half a bottle into the glass, sorry.
I would expect to see the safety car in message this lap.
There we go.
There it is. Yep. As Diamond says, curse of the viewer, come on everyone except Venom.
If there's an 18 car pile up here and Venom's not involved, I'm going to be checking your PC files, mate. You're cheating. Well, yeah, it definitely looks cloudier. Track temps probably dropping a bit. Would that cost the hard runners a bit more, do you reckon?
Possibly. It's that like it is on this game in particular. I noticed that the overcast conditions they're greasy. You know, you can see the moisture on the track. Kano is gone. That is incredibly early. Very, very early, and T-Bag has stuck it up behind him.
Yeah, he's not been caught out. Ashik up past Venom before the line.
Captain's got caught there.
No, Venom's in the pits. He's got no wing.
I think he hit the rear of Dave, to be honest with you. Hopefully Dave hasn't had rear wing damage off of that. Yeah, that safety car restart is after catching a lot of people. Actually, 2.5 seconds off the back of Dave.
Wab looks like he's going to be making a move on hindsight here. Up the inside into the corners, gets it done. Purple sector 1 as well from Wab, so he is flying at the moment.
Yeah, this always happens after the safety car. We just both go quiet, trying to figure out what's happening.
I'm trying to look at who's one to watch coming through. I think it is going to be Matey and Wab, if I'm honest. The two ahead of them on the harder tyres. But we are getting a bit of a spread. Top 9 very close together, but 2.5 second gap to Chip.
Yeah, Chip and North are having a right good go at it here as well.
Engine sound on board is awful.
It's shocking, yeah.
Give me a bleeding headache. As Holmes side by side with Scotty before Blanchimont. I think he's had to back out of that a little bit, which has cost him having a chance at the bus stop. Rossall's made it up past Curly. And Saki. Where's Osso got pace from?
I think Saki's actually not in the session.
Ah. Yeah, Osso doesn't have pace. How silly.
Yeah, Kale Lowry just bridging that 1 second gap now as well.
How
mega running slide.
Yeah.
Watching that.
Scotty hanging it around the outside of him though.
Yeah, he just didn't make it stick. Good driving there from both, to be honest.
These lads are catching up to the back of hindsight as well. We've got Lutman, Scotty, Hound.
Yeah, no,
on the back.
3-second penalty there. Jackie, don't cut the inside there, lad. Jesus. That's a classic home. Oh, North Pack losing out here badly. Ashik is all over the back of this as well.
Yeah, Dave. I saw Dave manage to capitalise on Jackie making a move there as well.
You know, some of the issues I'm seeing, and I think this goes for all tiers, is, you know, you could be behind the car on a part of the track that you can't overtake on, but you're faster. Just fucking chill behind them. Like, shunting them around the track isn't going to do anything for you.
Yeah.
Just chill behind them and wait until you can pass them. You know.
I know.
Reasonable, like, you know.
Myself, I racing on Friday night. A couple of similar things. End of the Kemmel Straight, I think it was Gameful, sort of dived up the inside of me. He had more pace than me, he was faster than me, but he ran too deep, so I've then gone round the outside of the next corner. He's then got me on the exit of the next, and then on the, do you know the downhill right-hander hairpin? Yeah. Where Kane and Teabag are coming up to now, I managed to get up the inside of him there, had so much more grip and just kept the position. It's a corner that I wouldn't normally overtake at, but like you say, you know, I felt like I had more pace and just went for it, and that is the big issue at times, is going for it in silly places. I know I nearly had a coming together with another admin, Ninja, trying to get an overtake done through the chicane. He made a little mistake and I sort of went for the overtake, but patience is massive, especially on a track like this.
I was just watching on board with North Pack, who was perilously do. He was very close to the back of Dave, heading towards the start of our route. He could have went up the inside. He'd have had the pace to be alongside. Use his head lifted, tuck in behind.
Also, he's got a shake. Is he getting nerf as well?
It's too wide here. It's just not a good place to be. Teabag's dropping down. Teabag and Matey fighting. Didn't see that. Wow, where's Matey after coming from? Suda Lowry, his gap is 2.5 seconds though, which is what he predicted 3 or 4 laps ago.
Yeah, I said I think the ones to watch were Matey and Wab. Matey's made it through, but it don't look like Wab's followed him as Teabag's fighting him back now with DRS.
Yeah, and that little battle ahead has brought Cavalis back into the DRS as well, so Wab getting very close there, but you'd believe that Wab would have had that move done if Cavalis didn't have DRS, so Cavalis back out of the DRS range. No, again, Matey and Teabag are so close on track, it's not even funny. This is what I'm saying. Don't follow 5 inches from the back of the car ahead. It's only going to end one way.
Yeah, I was just looking at Osso, Ashik and Nerf. They're all following very close as well. And there are a few position changes between them. The engine sounds I can hear from this are horrendous. It's giving me an headache. It's not the wine, it's the engine noise.
Or the litre of vodka.
No, it's definitely an audio glitch here or something. Sounds awful. Chip picking up a 3-second penalty there for track limits. Matey getting a good run on Teabag here, but probably stay behind him, take advantage of DRS. Oh, looks like he's actually gone for a cutback out at bus stop.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he's cut a lot of chicane, a lot of track there to get at. You'd expect Teabag to lift off and take DRS on the Kemmel straight again, but this has brought Cavalis right back into the middle of this. And Webb, it's a 4-way now, and Matey's going to be slaughtered at the end of this. I'd expect Cavalis again being sensible into our Rouge, just lifting off, getting very close to the back of Teabag, who's all over the place through our Rouge. Does Cavalis have the wings? Doesn't.
Cavalis and Wab have the most DRS of this foursome though.
Well, that's what I mean. They've just sat back and watched this unfold in front of them. They're both in a better place for DRS. Again, I think Cavalis being in the DRS has helped him massively.
Bollocks, I've just ripped my sock.
Oh, sucks. Scotty's after dropping in for a set of softs as well.
Yeah, Cavalis, he looks like he's getting a little impatient, to be honest. Having little looks up the inside of corners, pulling back in behind him. Six laps to go. We still need Nerf to change tyres as well. I think he's done 2 sets of softs, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's just hanging it out, no hoping for safety car, I think. Cavalis is close to Teabag. He just backs out again, going slightly deep as Teabag goes slightly deep as well. This is all playing into the hands of Ken Lowry, who I think at this stage is probably just managing his tyres. 73% ERS as well.
Yeah, his tyres must be on what, 3% wear now? 4%?
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 max. I'm wondering, is Teabag having some issues? He seems to be sliding around the place quite a lot. Cavalis getting a run on him again, but as you pointed out, their ERS is white. And Cavalis will get a run on Teabag here, and he should get that move done.
That was close.
Him slightly, yeah, but he got away with it.
And Teabag gets
up. Teabag's going back at him. Oh, classic racing.
Brilliant driving that.
Super, excellent. As Webb is just sitting behind, watching it all happen on 70% DRS.
Yeah, few track limit penalties, which obviously is one we probably expect here. But if I'm honest, driving by and large has been very good in both the sprint and the feature race. Just watching Ashik and Jackie side by side now battling.
Yeah, I was watching that. There was a bit of a
Oh,
no, Wab. One, sector 2. Oh, man,
Mate,
he's
he's out!
gone! Caught the curb on the left, and that is some sort of freedom for Northpack. I'm going to be honest, it's heartbreak for Matey. What a battle he was having there with T-Bag and Cavalis as well at points, but disaster for him, absolute disaster, and we probably have 2 laps of racing. The question is, will they come in? Kane Lowry stayed out, T-Bag stayed out, anybody coming in? No, there's not enough laps left, to be honest with you. We probably won't have DRS again either. Hound is in. That's a mistake, I think. I might be wrong, but I think it's a mistake. North will definitely come in because he has to. He did, and he's on the mediums, and No, North pitted before this. Disaster for North so as well. Can't catch a break. How many pistons?
Pistons.
This is just...
Hound, softs on, brains off. He's done it. Scotty, drive through. See, what he's done is he's looked at lads going into pits, tried to beat them, and he's been caught out. Deltas on this game are vicious. You know, it'll swing, 1.1 second one way, and then swing, 1.5 back the other way in the blink of an eye.
Absolutely, this is the classic Tier 3 scenario, 2-3 laps racing, front of the field on old hards and mediums, the rest on softs. And it's a long enough lap to get moves done, but you don't want to be seeing anything stupid either.
Yeah, both Ferraris after a couple of issues early on as well, back up into top 10. Also after dropping all the way back now up to P8 again. Lutman back up there, Hindsight back up there as well. And a lot of penalties in that midfield. Yeah,
it's probably neutralised itself for them, but there's 3-4 drivers behind that don't have penalties, and the guys ahead are laughing at this stage. Again, I was going to say it, but I didn't want to say it. It's a disaster for Ken Lowry. Nearly a 3-second gap, 4 laps to go, bang, safety car.
Yeah, I think the only saving grace for him really is still on that faster tyre, and he did look in control. I don't think he's put too much wear on them tyres trying to build that gap at the front.
Yeah, definitely not. And T-Bag, Cavalis, Wab, their players. Wab maybe not so much, but definitely T-Bag and Cavalis, they took a fair bit of life out of them players during that battle there. There's no question at all.
Yeah, what's going to cost Wab is picking up that 3-second penalty. He was in a brilliant position to fight for podium. Then this would have played right in his hands now, trying to get past Cavalis and T-Bag on the softer tyre.
See, this is the flip side of this, right? And usually I don't try to waste too much ERS, but I don't store it either. I don't have the pace to store it.
Ashik, 5-second penalty for a collision with Scotty.
Wab's in. Why has he done that? One of the positions there to get him back. Anyway, it's back to that, the guys ahead are rinsing their ERS. You're sitting behind, Wab's on 70%. Next thing the safety car comes out and your ERS that you could have used is gone. Do you know what I mean? It's such a hard one to consider. Yeah,
Ashik pits for a new front wing after colliding with Scotty under the safety car. Just a quick look at penalties though. We've got Scotty with a drive-through. Hindsight with 6 seconds, Lutman with 9 seconds, Chip Hazard also with 3, Dave Hound with 6, Nerf with 6, Wab with 3, and Ashik with 3. I think he's just served his 5-second.
Yeah, I'll grab it here before the car from safe car comes back inside.
Yeah, unlucky matey boy. Absolutely brilliant drive from you, to be honest. Some quality racing there. You're in a brilliant battle for that P2 spot. And expect to see the safety car in this lap message. There's what, 2.5 laps left. 3.5, sorry. 3 laps when they cross the line. Field is fully bunched up. There we go, safety car in this lap. So now we'll see who has won the tyres. Just on board with Curly here, he's got his ERS on. I'm not sure if he means to, but he's used a lot of ERS this lap, which will cost him.
We get the safety car message there?
Yeah, it's in.
Yeah.
Kane's back in the pack up now.